Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're all well. Right, okay, so today is going to be a Sega Megadrive video. Yeah, I haven't done one yet, and I've had the Megadrive for quite a while, and the games as well. So I thought, you know what, I really should do a video and show you what games I've actually got for the system. I know on my last SNES video that Craig is here again and was asking, like, why no Sega love? So, Craig, this one's for you, mate. I've only got a few games, and I picked these up ages ago, so I've had time to have a good play on them as well, which is nice. As you can see, there's one in the background there. Absolutely brilliant game. Yeah, other than that, quick update. Game room's coming along nicely. Nearly finished. Just got to do a bit of painting over in the corner over there, which I'll do tomorrow, hopefully. So, yeah, once it's all done, I've got it all laid out. I'm tinkering at the moment with the background, as you can see. So I'm just trying to find the best angle for the camera. It's a difficult thing because it's a small room, so trying to get the best angle, and especially because I've got no lighting option either. I've only got daylight, or at the moment I'm using the actual bulb, which hasn't even got a light shade on it. So yeah, I don't like using daylight either, because if I use daylight I have to open up the curtains, which means I'm then having people walk past and look at me weird, and I'm going to get distracted while I'm on the video, and all you'll see is me just looking at the window going, what's that, who's that, you know, or look at that fit bird, or, you know, things like that. So yeah, so I'm going to tinker with the background, try and get this room how I want it. I'm about 90% of the way there anyway. And once it's all done, I'll do a room tour and I'll show you what it looks like, because I'm really pleased with this one. It actually feels like a proper game room. In the past, when I've had game rooms, man caves, they've really just been a room where I've put my shit and just set my consoles up. There's been no real proper organisation to them. They look nice, but they never felt like a proper game room. This one does. I feel like I've actually put some real thought into it. I've got my nice chair. I got my setup in my bookcase is correct. I've got my console laid out nicely. I've got the games where I want them. I've got my films and music, which you can't see, but it's over there. So yeah, I've got everything just so. I've got a nice carpet down. It's yeah, it's a really comfortable room, and it's a comfortable place where I'm living as well, by the way. Just for anyone that's at all interested in my new home. Yeah, since I've lived here, it's been absolutely fantastic. My last place had a really comfortable feel, but this one even more so. It's a really chilled out, relaxed place. A really nice environment as well. The neighbourhood's really good. The neighbours are fantastic, which is good, always helpful. And yeah, it's just been really good living here so far. I've only been here a couple of months, but I'm really loving it. Anyway, you're not here for that, you're here for the games, aren't you? So yeah, a few months back now, I was in town and I decided to drop off in my local retro store. You may have seen years ago I did a video on it, MT Games. I did a tour of the shop. So I thought I'd have a look, because I haven't been there for a few years, literally. So I thought, well, I'll see what they've got, because they did go into Lego for quite a while. They stopped doing games, but they're back into doing a bit of retro now. So I found a couple of Megadrive titles and I thought, why not? And there's a bit of a story and all with them, as there always is. So I picked up 1, 2, 3, 4 games from MT Games. Nothing particularly amazing. These are all bog standard, expected to buy games, but they're all great, so that's what matters. First up I got was Sonic 2, which is a must buy. Now the problem is, right, the way they've got it laid out, like probably a lot of retros and just normal shops in general do, is that they've got the boxes with the manuals, but then you have to get the cartridges from behind the counter. Now the games have a price sticker there, like most things do, and they had a couple of copies of this. So I picked up this one because it's the one in the best condition, and as such was marked at the higher price. So I thought, great. Now, me being an idiot, I didn't think to ask to check the cartridges. So I was chatting to the people behind the counter, not really concentrating, just having a general chit-chat. And the girl doing the cartridges just bunged them in. I didn't check them. Came home, found out the cartridge in this was actually the cheaper cartridge, not the correct cartridge, because the price tags are on the cartridges as well, so they can match them up. But she put the cheap shit cartridge in it, had a broken back piece. Couldn't be asked to go downtown and just get it sorted out, so I just thought, sod it. So what I did do, one of the other games that I bought had a mangled label on the game. It's completely fucked. So I took the back off that and stuck it on this one. So I've got to replace the cartridge with the other game. But other than that, I mean, it's in nice shape. I've cleaned it up, done a bit of an Allen, a bit of the old Irish nerd life. I've done the alcohol swab and cleaned the whole thing. Bit of a classic moment. It's an old YouTube thing. So it is boxed and complete. I love it. I've seen people do that for years. But yeah, the actual front of the cartridge is sound. I mean, look, it looks really nice. It's just the back was all bust. It was literally broken. So I switched it out with the other game and it's all good. Brilliant game. As I've said many times, I was never a Sonic guy. I've always been a Mario guy because I was a Super Nintendo kid. And up until a few years back, I'd never got Sonic. I never understood how to play it properly because it was always about a hyper speed, and I just thought, well, that's pointless, it's not a platformer. But then I started playing Sonic 1 as an actual platformer when I had a Japanese copy, and I really got into it and liked it a lot. And then I started playing Sonic 2, and I finally got past the, I think it's the second stage, the one where it goes down like that, and you're, because right at the top end of the level, there's like there's tiles that flip over, and then there's one where it's going sliding across, and there's water underneath. And every single time I used to fall to my death in the water and drown, the little bugger. But eventually I worked out to just stop and treat it like a normal platformer, and then just jump and carry on. And so now I can get really far into the game, and I really like it. I've been playing this PAL version, fantastic. From what I understand from, was it Bad Influence I saw it? So I don't know, somewhere anyway. It was optimised. Oh no, I think I might watch the video on YouTube, actually, that's a lie. Anyway, because we all know Sonic 1 was gimped, and it has the really shit slow sound, and it sounds suicidal compared to the American and Japanese ones. But number 2 has got the full speed, at least it sounds that way, and it's fantastic. So yeah, love that game. So I got Sonic 2. Next I picked up was a nostalgic game for me, even though I had a Mega Drive briefly as a kid, very briefly, just for play Streets of Rage. But my mate, when I was a teenager, who used to hang out with him, used to go around his house and get pissed, he used to have a caravan in the back garden, and he had a Mega Drive in there, Mega Drive 2. And he had a couple of games now. One of them that I used to always play when I was drunk was Micro Machines. I can't remember if it exactly was Micro Machines 2 Turbo Tournament. I think it was. Can't 100% say it was. But they're all pretty much the same game anyway. They're just slight variations. But this is the one with Violet Berlin as well, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I love the Micro Machines game. I haven't had a chance to play this yet since I picked it up. So I did lie earlier when I said I played them all. But I know what the game's all about, obviously. It is all complete in very nice shape, actually, I will say. Lovely cartridge and manual. Very flat, pretty much new manual. And the label's really mint. In fact, there's no marks on it at all, so that's good. But yeah, I love these games. They're absolutely fantastic. I was actually watching the other day. I've recently, because I didn't have the channel Dave for ages, because I had FreeSat. Now I've got Freeview again. And I've been watching Dave. And I got the Freeview catch-up thing, the UK Play. So I started watching Go 8-Bit Dara O'Brien show. And they were playing Micro Machines on there the other day. And I was like, oh, God, nostalgic memories. So I've got to put it on soon and play that, because it's such a great game. I just love the simplicity of the game and all. It's so fun when you've got a couple of mates, and especially if you introduce alcohol. Fantastic times. Next one I got is a game that I've actually really surprised me, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it way more than I ever have, and that's Mercs. This is the one that I swapped the cartridge to the back piece and put it on Sonic, because the label is completely trashed on this. I was well pissed off over that, actually. But as I say, I couldn't be asked to take it back. There you go. These weren't expensive games, so I thought, well, what's the point? I'll just get a cartridge on eBay. Although the cartridges, to be fair, they're not too bad, but you're talking about a tenner for a decent one. But anyway, Mercs. Yeah, I've played this in the past. Always liked the game. I love these top-down running guns anyway. They're absolutely fantastic. I've never been any good at Mercs. I've always been crap at it. I can just about get to stage 2, and that's it, just after the helicopter. But on this Mega Drive version, there's 2 versions. There's the arcade mode, and there's original mode. Now, I assume original mode is a specifically made for a Mega Drive version, because the arcade one, as you would expect, you just get multiple continues and you just die and continue and carry on. The original mode, you die and you're dead and you start again, and it's a right brutal game. And I couldn't play it at first. I was shit at it. I couldn't even get off stage 1 or even halfway through the stage. I played the arcade game for a few hours, got really good at that, and I can't remember what stage I got to. I got through about the first 4 or 5 stages. I did really, really well. I was chuffed with myself, and I thought I'll just give the original mode another try. Now, the original mode, the way it works is that you have to pick up medals, which you then find tents, which are shops. You go into the shop and you trade the medals in for health and power-ups. You also get new characters come along. There's a bloke called Burner who's got a flamethrower. There's Launcher who's got a rocket launcher. And there was Laser who's utterly shit and has a laser weapon. Burner's really good, Launcher's crap, and Laser's terrible. But basically when you die, those characters take over until you run out of characters. And the one day, literally within 2 days, I got so good at the game that on the second day, with the first main character who has all the machine guns, who's absolutely brilliant, which I assume is that dude there, I managed to burn through to stage 6 without even getting killed. I absolutely pissed through it, and I was like, oh. And this was in original mode, not arcade mode. I couldn't believe how good I was playing. So yeah, I really, really like this a lot. And there's elements of it in that remind me of Warzone on the Amiga. I don't know which game came out first, if this came out and then Warzone copied this a little bit, or the other way around. I assume that Warzone probably nicked some ideas from this, because they are the same type of game. But yeah, man, Mercs is absolutely spot on. Really enjoying that one. Just grab me tea a minute. Oh, you can't beat it, can you? Right. So the last game I picked up from MT Games is an absolute Mega Drive classic and an absolute 16-bit classic, and it is Castle of Illusion, Mickey Mouse. What can I say? I mean, it's brilliant. I've been playing it again recently. As you know, I've also got the Super Nintendo Mickey Mouse Magical Quest, which is also a brilliant game. I still contend that Castle of Illusion is a better game of the two, but Magical Quest is fantastic. I like the fact that they're completely nice and complete, boxed, lovely. I like that they're completely different games as well. They're both platformers, but totally different styles. You know, with the SNES one, you get all the different outfits and everything. This is just a straight up Disney platformer. Fantastic title. So whichever version you get, you're going to have a great time, but this is definitely a better game. Love Castle of Illusion. I want to get World of Illusion as well, because I've only dabbled with that a few times, and it's alright. I don't like it as much as Castle, but I'd like to give it a try and get into it more. I'm really enjoying playing the games at the moment. That's the big thing. It's not all about the collecting anymore. Now I'm doing PAL stuff, I'm really quite relaxed about it, and I do apologise. As you can hear, my neighbour's having a bleeding lawn cut, and the geezer's using some kind of industrial bleeding lawnmower. Absolutely shakes your house, it deafens you. Anyway, so I have picked up a couple of eBay purchases as well. One of them was an essential one for me, and you know, I still apologise. You've probably noticed I do tend to swing this chair. It's sort of an automatic thing. I just want to turn around and spin all the time. Anyway, so first up we've got Streets of Rage, absolute classic, my favourite genre of the old school. I love scrolling beat 'em ups, and Streets of Rage is one of the absolute best. And there you go. So yeah, really nice condition. The manual's not brilliant, I'll be honest. The manual's a bit shit. It could have been better, but I can replace that. Although to be fair, I looked it up and the manuals ain't cheap either. But the cartridge is sound. So yeah, as I said before, with the collecting thing, with the PAL stuff, I'm not asked about it being mint. I just want it as nice as I can get it. I just won't buy them if they're completely damaged. That Mercs was unfortunate, but there you go. If I'm buying off eBay, I definitely won't buy them damaged. Yeah, one of my favourite scrolling beat 'em ups of all time. I've got two scrolling beat 'em ups that for me are the top of the pile, which are Streets of Rage and Final Fight. Now you won't see them because I can't get them in the camera angle. I have tried, but over there I have two posters on the wall which I got from Australia from a guy on eBay. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested, because they are absolutely brilliant. The quality's stunning. So I've got Final Fight on the left, which is an awesome picture. You know, I absolutely love that. It's got Metro City in the corner. It's got all of the different characters from the game, all hiding behind them. They have Jessica, and they're protecting Jessica. Well, not protecting. They're holding Jessica to ransom, while Guy, Cody, and Hagar look on and try and fight their way through. It's brilliant. And then you've got the Streets of Rage one, which is fantastic, which is basically the cover of the game. And I wanted the PAL version as well, the Mega Drive cover. I didn't want the Genesis cover. I had a poster, which was the bare knuckle Japanese cover, but I didn't want Sega Genesis on it if I was going to get a Western one. So I wanted to get the proper PAL one. Yeah, very happy with this poster. Look fantastic. So there you go, guys. Streets of Rage, as we know, brilliant. I know everybody who's a Mega Drive kid prefers number 2, and I understand why. Bigger sprites, brighter graphics, amazing soundtrack, stunning level design. Totally get it. But for me, this is the better game. Because for me, I like the frantic action of this one. I like the diversity in terms of combat. You can actually fight multiple people, and unlike Final Fight, where you don't tend to just run off. They do run off a little bit in this one, but if you get 4 or 5 guys around you, you can flip between them pretty quickly. And if you get grabbed, you can kick out, because I always play as Blaze, and you can throw people over your shoulders. I like the fact that you get the power up, which you don't get in the other Streets of Rage games when the cops turn up and fire the rockets. The coolest thing ever. The soundtrack is incredible. You know, if it had bigger sprites like number 2, then it would look really, really nice. But I love number 1. It's still my favourite game. I played all 3 of them, by the way, but you know. Anyway, so then I picked up 2 more games recently. One which you can see on the telly, which is of course Disney's Aladdin, made by Virgin. Again, you know, I've got the SNES version. This is a totally different game. I'm sure you all know that. Anyway, if you don't, they are. It's absolutely stunning. The cartridge is in the machine, obviously. Manual, for really nice condition. I was really happy with this when it arrived, actually. Again, I've never been able to get very far on this, but I put it on for the first time and it came the other day, and I've got, I can't remember how many levels I got through now. I got through quite a few levels. I got to it's a blue stage where there's balls that come in and out through the screen. I was doing really well on it. I'm just looking at the back of it. There's a magic carpet section which I haven't got to yet. But the thing that really got me about this game was the fluidity of the animation. I've always thought that it looked like a Disney animated movie, but actually playing it the other day, I sat there and I looked at it and I watched how the character moves and everything, and I thought, Jesus Christ, man, that's really good animation for the time. It looks absolutely fantastic. It looks so movie-like. really impressive. I would say visually, this is better than the SNES one. The SNES one's great, but this is, if you want something that's more authentic, it's this one. SNES one is absolutely brilliant, bro. But yeah, really, I love that art and all, but that's a great cover. So yeah, I've been playing Aladdin quite a bit on both SNES and Mega Drive, so I've got really far on the SNES one, as I said in the last video. I've got to finish that. I'm really enjoying just kicking back and playing the games at the moment. It's absolutely great. Just sitting in my nice comfortable chair, just kick back, play some games, the way it should be. And then this last game I picked up, I was really pissed off over. The game itself, the cartridge and manual are mint. The artwork is not. Now, unfortunately, the guy, when he sold it, didn't take a photograph of the spine of the box like a lot of people don't. Which is really annoying, because it seemed to be the best condition one available at the time, which is why I paid the extra money and bought it. So, I'll show you what it is first of all. It is Revenge of Shinobi. Great game. Now, unfortunately, as I say, the artwork, I hope you're going to see that, the artwork is bollocks. It's all torn up there, literally ripped to pieces. So I was really pissed off over that. But, on the plus side, you know, I thought I'd clean that, but obviously I haven't. It needs a bit of a clean. That's disgraceful. Anyway, I could have sworn to clean that the other day. Anyway, the manual and the cartridge are absolutely immaculate. I mean, they're near enough mint. They're easily a 9 out of 10. I mean, they're absolutely crisp. The label looks brand new. So I decided, what I said to the guy was, at first I was going to have a full refund, and then I looked at what's available on eBay at the moment, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do that. So I said to him, is there any chance I can have a partial refund? Because the cart and the manual are spot on. I can just get a replacement artwork, just buy another copy cheap, basically, and just patch together this one with the other cartridge and manual and just sell it on and make a bit of money back. So yeah, so he gave me a partial refund without quibble either. Really nice bloke. Yeah, great game. The problem I have with this game is the double jump. It royally pisses me off. It's not like other games where you can double tap. You have to jump, wait till it hits a certain arc, and then hit it again. You have to just time your double jump right, and it's frustrating because there are only a few levels in, and you're in like a canyon, and it drives me insane because the flying ninjas with wings, which really piss me off. Because if you don't get your double jump right, it just falls to his death, or you hit the ninja, and it's like, oh, for God's sake. And I had this problem last time I played the game. I have managed to get past it in the past. Yeah, there's been a few times I have got further into the game, and I really like this game. I like Shinobi. I think Shinobi games are fantastic. It's just a real shame the original didn't come out. It only came out on the Master System. That would have been fantastic to have upgraded that on the Mega Drive. They did it with RoboCop vs Terminator, so they should have done it with Shinobi. Someone should do a homebrew of that, actually. The original Shinobi on the Mega Drive, that'd be amazing. Shinobi 3 is the one I want to get next, but it is about 90 quid, so that's going to have to be a while before I get that. It's beautiful though. I love that game. It's absolutely brilliant. Definitely a better game than this one, but this is good. So that's it, guys. That's the main bulk of what I got for the Mega Drive so far. When I do get more games, I will make more videos and show you what I picked up, of course. I just wanted to really just do these first couple of videos, show the SNES games and Mega Drive games I've got, because otherwise I'll just keep buying them and there'll be too many and I won't be able to keep on top of it all. Now, there is one more game I need to show you, and it's not a cartridge game. So you've all just guessed what it is, or what machine it's for. I did say in my, I think it was my first video back, that I was going to allow one CD system into the fold, which is not actually a console, it's an accessory, and that is the Mega CD. And the reason for that, and I'm sure you're probably going to guess why I want that, was for one game and one game only, which I picked up recently because I thought I'd grab it before I can't afford it. It is Final Fight CD. Yeah, basically this is not a cheap game. It cost me a few quid. It wasn't mega expensive, but since I purchased it a few weeks back now, I've looked on eBay and the price is rising more than what I paid for it. So I figure I got it at the right time. It's mint. I got this from the Attic Bug on eBay, who are an absolutely great seller. When I've purchased from them before, they've always been really, really good. Look, it's absolutely crisp. It's mint throughout. As I say, I don't usually mention sellers, but the Attic Bug, when I've used them in the past and when I used them for this, their customer service is excellent. They're really nice people. And the most important thing is their packaging is exemplary. They really go to town with the packaging, make sure it's all done nicely. There is a demo disc and all in the back, which I wasn't aware came with this. And it's got Microsm, Pugsy, Wiz and Liz on it. Yeah, I don't know what that says there. It just says Signosis, which is obviously the company that make the games, and Mega Power. But yeah, I'm very happy to have that, because as I say, give it 6 months to a year, I wouldn't be able to afford it because it'll just go through the bloody roof, like all the games are at the moment, unfortunately. All retro stuff is just constantly on the bleeding hike, and it's a pain in the arse. And unfortunately, as soon as you get one that's in nice enough condition, and someone like myself or anyone else buys that game for a high price, then everybody else decides to start selling theirs for that price, and then eventually someone buys that, and then the price goes up and up and up, and it never ends. But anyway, there you go. Okay, guys, that is officially it. That's all I've got for the Mega Drive so far. Mega CD wise, I will pick one up. I don't know when. It could be a while. They're quite pricey. I wanted to get a Mega CD one, ideally in the box, but they're just far too expensive. You're talking of nearly 300 quid when I have seen them turn up. They're not coming up that often. Between 250 and 300. I'm not paying that. It's too much. Loose ones are a bit better, but they're still, I think those are about 150, 160. It's just a lot of money. So, you know, especially when there's only really the one game I want for it. There are a couple of Mega CD games worth buying, and I might do that because I like the Mega CD, the Sega collection with Golden Axe and Streets of Rage and Columns, because Streets of Rage has CD quality sound. It sounds excellent. When I had my XR years ago, I had it and it was so good. So, yeah, I might end up just getting a loose Mega CD too. I know it looks better with the Mega Drive one on the Mega CD one, but I also know from experience of using American Genesis systems that the Sega CD, as they call it, Model 1, is a nightmare because it's got the tray and it's unreliable, whereas the Mega CD 2 has just got the flip up, and they're quite reliable. They last well. So, yeah, I don't mind about it being on the side. You can get the extender anyway. So, yeah, so I'll probably just get a Mega CD 2, I think, and it's just whichever one is cheapest. That's the best way to look at it. I don't expect it to be mint. I'm not having it in the box or any of that anymore. I just get a loose one in decent condition that's not too banged up and works, and then I can play my Final Fight, and that's what matters. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate you keeping up with my vids. I hope you've enjoyed the content I've been putting out recently. And yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying all this buying and collecting and playing, especially the playing part. It's brilliant. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.